Good morning. It's Dana with the Arts Partnership. Welcome to our Thursday Tap Talk. I'm in my backyard today because we're having some construction done in the house, and so I want to make sure that you can hear me. I'm excited to have Annie Hough joining us today. Annie's a playwright and is going to talk to us just a little bit about how she got her start and what she's working on. And we're going to just learn a little bit more about what she's doing as soon as that street cleaner goes past. I kind of forgot that there would be outside noise, possibly. All right, let's bring Annie on and we'll see if we can get that out of the way. Hi, Annie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well too, thanks. It's nice to see you.
You too. Thank you.
So, Annie, I want to start with you telling us about your journey to becoming a playwright. That's a pretty unusual path. So, talk to us about how you got started writing plays. What inspired you?
Well, I officially became a playwright when I won a scholarship to take a playwriting class at the Playwright Center in Minneapolis. And one of the perks of being in that class is that you could have a round table reading of a play if you wrote one. And I wrote one about a young woman with disabilities going to school for horticulture and just the often bizarre interactions she had. And it was quite autobiographical. And the round table reading of that first play was really well done. And there was a blind man in the audience, and he asked if he could direct it at the next Minnesota Area Community Theater Festival. And I said, okay. And he did, and it was great. And at that same time, I was in an entomology class, and I noticed, I observed a ladybug that I had previously thought were really sweet and gentle. I observed it devour an aphid. And so I wrote a little book called The Angry Aphid, and my classmates encouraged me to write for children. And then for my final presentation at school, I had a reading of a play about an apple maggot, and that was really well received. And then I just fleshed that story about the apple maggot out, and I met with a woman at the home theater, Amy Stearns, and it evolved into Orchard Adventures. And since then, I've written Wetland Adventures and Garden Adventures and Prairie Adventures, Forest Adventures, Vineyard Adventures, and most recently, Meadow Adventures.
That's amazing that you have figured out how to take your interest in science and turn it into theater.
It's very fun, yes.
Annie, did you do theater growing up?
I did not. No, I'm definitely not an actor or costumer or any of those great things. I just like to write them.
Well, I will say, as an actor, Annie, if you don't have a good playwright, you can do all the acting you want. It doesn't matter if you don't have someone's words to interpret. So you're an important part of the process.
Thank you. Yes, I love the little part, the big part that I do. I'm not going to diminish myself.
No, it is a big part. someone named William Shakespeare was the same thing you are. So it makes you quite important.
Yes, thank you.
So, Annie, I know that you have been, I think you've been working on a new play. Is that correct?
I just finished Meadow Adventures last year, and I have a great crew, and we're having performances this weekend
And where are the performances?
at the FMCT in the, I don't even know how to say it properly,
The
the
Yumcomps.
Yomscomp.
Yes, the Yumcomps, the Historical
Yeah,
and Cultural Society of Clay County building.
yeah.
And
And
so
Kim
tell us
Baird.
about this play.
Okay. It's about a young girl named Lucille who was recently in an accident and now uses a wheelchair. And it's just about her spending the summer with her grandpa and grandma, and her grandfather bond as they learn about creatures in a meadow.
I just think that is
And
so fabulous that you are introducing um, bugs in particular and nature through theater. It's so important.
thank yes. And last year I had a play on Vineyard Adventures, and I was lucky enough to get Jacob Hartshade to direct it at the River Arts Festival. And Kim Baird did great costumes, and they are on board again. And I'm sure you know Lucas at FMCT.
I
He's
do.
going to
Yeah.
record this show.
Oh, good.
And yes, and there's going to be like learning activities for all ages. Um, and it's, yes, so it's really exciting and fun. And I love to just provide activities for my family to get together
Yeah.
and for other families to have something fun and healthy to do.
It's just delightful. So what days and times are the performances, Annie?
They're Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m.
All right, Saturday and Sunday at 5. And how long is the production?
I'm guessing they'll be there a little over an hour.
Okay. So you could go kind of finish off your lake weekend if you're a lake person on Sunday, or you could go Saturday afternoon and then go home and, barbecue and look for the bugs in your own backyard, probably.
Yes, yes, that's one of my goals is to inspire kids and adults to just look closer at the little creatures that they see, and they're really wonderful.
Yeah, I will say I'm not really much of a bug person. I like them in storybooks because they're always kind of cute and
Yep,
charming in storybooks. But I
yeah,
certainly understand the important role that they play. And so I appreciate that you are maybe casting a different light on what some little kids think of as being kind of creepy crawlies. You're giving them another opportunity to look at them in a different way. I think that's really incredible.
thank you. Yes, that's another one of my goals is to vilify creatures that do a lot of good things.
Absolutely, they do. Annie, what's next for you? What are you dreaming about?
I would, of course, like my plays to be done on Broadway in New York with a super, just diverse cast of voices from, just all sorts of different voices and musical costumes. And I would also really like to have my plays added to the curriculum in Minnesota schools,
Sure.
and maybe not the public schools because I think that they're kind of more limited. But there's all sorts of like forest schools
Huh?
popping up around the world, and maybe they would be more open to it. So that's another one of my goals. And
Well,
just to continue to write plays and not maybe a screenplay and just enjoy it.
well, those are admirable goals. I'll be in New York if and when your plays make it to Broadway, Annie. I can promise you that.
Yes, that's yes. I would love to see you there.
Yeah, that would be
And talk.
unbelievable. Okay, so just to wrap this up, Annie's play, uh, Meadow Meadow Adventures, correct?
That's right.
Meadow Adventures is playing Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. at the Historical and Cultural Society of Clay County building, where FMCT has a space as well. So if you don't know anything about what we're talking about, it's the building in Moorhead with the great big ship roof line. 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. This is a play for everyone in the family, right, Annie? Little kids all the way through great
Yes,
grandparents.
yes, yes. And can I add that I won a generous grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. So there's no fee to enter the show or do the activities. It's all grant funded. So until we run out of seats, just as many people as can fit in there would be great.
Well, that is fabulous. I think the Arts Partnership also gave you a grant to work on this play, correct?
Yeah, I won a Arts Partnership grant in 2014, and I keep applying, and I'm hoping to win again, but not this year. I did not
Okay.
win.
Well,
But
keep applying. Keep
Tanya,
applying, Annie.
and Tanya is fantastic at helping me hone my grant writing skills, so I really appreciate her.
Well, it's fabulous that the Minnesota State Arts Board was able to get you funding so that everybody can enjoy this play. So this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at the Historical and Cultural Society of Clay County through FMCT, 5 p.m., go and see Annie's play. Bring everybody in your family, bring your friends and your neighbors, and learn a little bit more about the positive side of what we often think of as pesky bugs. Annie, thanks so much for joining me. I really enjoyed hearing about your journey, and good luck this weekend, and good luck with whatever comes next.
Thank you, Dana.
I'll talk to you soon, Annie. Everybody else, I'll see you next week. Oh, you know what, Annie? Let me put this up for you. Troy Peterson says, fantastic. I agree. Thanks for
Thank you.
watching, Troy. Everybody else, we'll see you next week. Bye.